penetrate your fears. So, is there something in your life right now where you feel like you want to do? Like, I think one example that I can give is online business, right? Because you might have heard like, oh, online business, drop shipping, agency, copywriting, all of these business models. It's like the new generation, right? It's like the new meta. And if you're currently in school, is that one of the things that you're considering? Like, oh, should I drop out to pursue business? And think about it. If that's you, right? If let's say you're the one that is thinking about dropping out and really pursuing a business, how long have you actually think about it? Like, how long have you thought about it? Sorry, because if it's more than like a week, if it's more than like 3 days, you're a fucking bitch, bro. Like, really, the only thing that is stopping you is fear. Because if you have the knowledge, this is obviously with the caveat that this is not like your first time hearing about online business. You already know the benefits of it. You know, like the freedom that it provides when you do an online business. You know that the fucking uni is a scam. It's the path that will lead you to like a rat race. You know all these things, and if let's say you don't have like the courage to actually take that leap of faith in order to become a better man, because if you I don't want to go on a fucking rant, but if you know like the benefits of online business and like the disadvantages of going like a 9 to 5 route, then what the fuck is stopping you? Like, rationally, logically, what is stopping you from like dropping out? Most of the time it's just fear. Like, fear that it will not work out, fear, like you don't even want to feel the fear, so you don't even think about it. Like, every time you sense like the fear, you just like stop thinking and you stop like actually um thinking like what is that fear, like what actually means, what a fear actually means. Or the fear of failure. Like, you are afraid of failing. Like, what if it doesn't work? What if the business doesn't work? What if I become bankrupt or some shit, right? Most of the things like in your life, when it comes to like making a big decision, comes down to fear. Like, you're just too much of a coward to actually make a decision like that. And that's one thing that I've noticed for myself. Like, when I was starting to make like my own decisions in my life, most of the decisions that I'm weighing, and I took like multiple days to kind of like think about, usually it will always serve me if I just make that decision on the spot, because it will just fucking haunt my brain. Like, when I have a decision that I want to make and I take like days to think about it, because it's just constantly in my mind and I'm getting like new information and feedback of whether I should do it or not. But bro, it's just a fucking decision, man. Like, really, dropping out and doing an online business, if you really like take a step back and think like what that actually means, maybe you're like at the second year of like university or like poly or whatever, depending on like what country you're in, bro. Like, because okay, personally, I'm an IT graduate. I fucking went to NITEC, which is, if you're not sure what that is, it's like basically if you're dumb as fuck in Singapore, you go to like the normal tech, which is in secondary school, like high school, and then after that it's like, I think in the US or the UK, you go to like college, or like I don't know, like 10th grade or whatever. Basically, after like high school, right? You're supposed to go to college or like junior college or the thing before college, and then you go to uni, right? For me, I literally had to go like one level below like college, like after my high school, but before the college, if that makes sense. It's like this thing. Like, ID is good in Singapore. Like, it helps like the one that are like less smart, basically excel in their studies. But it's basically just for like stupid people, right? That doesn't really know how to study. And I was one of them, and I basically had to go 4 years in that fucking school because I was just too dumb. I didn't know how to study and shit. So I'm an IT graduate. I graduated out of that, and like the next path for me is supposed to go like poly, which is like technically college, and then university after that. But I just thought like, bro, fuck, me going down that route, bro, is fucking stupid. Like, you're literally an imbecile if you go down that route, if you know that like business is what you want to do down the line, because like what are you even gaining out of it? And I know I sound like an asshole right now, but really, what are the benefits of actually like not dropping out? You might stay in the school, okay, and you might study things that are related to the modules that you're taking. Like, okay, fair enough, I always give this like disclaimer: if you really really want to become a doctor, or like if you want to study law, or any of that, and you want to become a lawyer, and business is like something that you're like, I don't know if it's not for me, like you don't really see the benefit in business, it's not something that you really want to do, then bro, by all means, like take the degree, like go to university, you have my support when it comes to doing that. But if you fucking know, like if you've seen the benefits of like an online business, and like how shit a 9 to 5 rat is, and you're still like going down that path, not actually like taking responsibility of where you want to go, bro, I want to give you a fucking slap, because you're literally wasting like years of your life just going down the path of like mediocrity. If you want to become a mediocre man, you go down the path of like a 9 to 5 worker, like go to uni, become a good boy, and try to level up in a like a job or promotion. But if you want to like take life by your horns and like fucking do things and have the freedom to do whatever you want, then there's no like any alternative other than like online business. Yes, you can become a singer, like a rapper, or like an influencer, but most of the time it's just going to come from like online business, like more often than not, right? Because if you literally have like a talent for like singing or acting, you would already like be acting. If let's say you're at the age of like 20, or like or older than that, you're probably in that field already. But if you're not, bro, like if you think about it, 5 years down the line, if you don't drop out and this is like the path that you're going down, then it's either like you're just gonna find a full-time job, bro. Like there's no, you're gonna need to fucking pay the bills. And right now, if you have a degree, then it fucking makes sense for you to just get a full-time job that pays like 2,000, 3,000 a month. That's like comfortable, and then you try to like increase the pay from there. So like what is the alternative, like if you don't go down that route? Because right now what you're doing, if you're in school right now, I don't know this, I wanted to talk about fears, but it became like all the way to talking about dropping out. But yeah, basically, what's the alternative then? Mediocrity, like settling for mediocrity, because that is literally the path that you're going, right? If the industry that you're studying in the field that you're studying is not something that you really have interest in, bro, then you're just a lost like rat that is like just going down the treadmill and like not choosing to actually get off the treadmill when you literally have full control of your entire body. Like, why are you accepting that? And it's the same when it comes to like everything in your life. Like this thing, fear, right? Like it's so fearful to actually take the leap of faith and to do what you actually want in life, because the consequences could be like detrimental. But it always comes down to this, man. Like, what is the alternative then? Like, if you know, like deep down in your heart, that, for example, pursuing business is something that you deep down want, and you don't do it because of fear, what is the alternative? And for example, with like getting a girlfriend, right? If let's say you're single and you really desire like intimacy and affection, then other than like talking to girls in person, because that's like the highest rate of actually finding like a wife quality, high quality girl, what is the alternative? You being alone at home and just masturbating? You like texting random girls on Tinder and hoping that they're a high quality girl when they've been fucked like many times? Like, always think about like what is the alternative if I don't make that decision that I know is beneficial for me? Because sometimes maybe we haven't thought about it much, so that's why you didn't make the decision. But if that's the case, then why are you not thinking about it? Like, how long have you actually been thinking about that decision to make, and you haven't even like thought much about it because of fear? Like, you fear the feeling of fear, so you don't think about it. Or on the other hand, if you think about it a lot and then now you're afraid of failure, both, you're still a coward. I'd rather you fail and fail many times on like an online business. Let's say you go into like drop shipping, right? And you fucking like fail many times, you fail many products, and you just fail so many times. I'd rather you become a failure than a coward, because you're not providing value to this world, being a fucking coward. And like, who, if you want to gain the respect of like other people in your life, then you can't be a fucking coward, man. You gotta like get yourself out there and really like do things in life that you want. So I think my point with this video is that don't let your fucking like fear stop you from doing what you want. Like, penetrate your fear. And when I talk about like penetrate, I really mean like acknowledge that you have this fear, but know that, bro, no matter how much turmoil your mind goes through about this decision, how scary it is, you still can make the decision. Like, you can be like, fuck it, I'm doing it. like YOLO, that's what they always say, like before they make a decision, right? YOLO that shit, and bro, trust me, when it's a decision that you've know, like you've been getting like fucking, what's that called, like confirmation bias from other people in like the content that you watch, or like other people in like your circle, that this is the right decision, bro, you'll never ever look back. And the way that you look at decision making and like this thing called fear is gonna be so different, because bro, like you literally want, you're a highly ambitious man that wants like the stable family down the line, that wants to get high status, to like be attractive to a lot of women, to have a lot of money down the line, and you're gonna give all that up because of this feeling called fear. Coward. Fucking bitch. Really. Like, you know that down the line you're gonna achieve these things. If you're a highly ambitious man and you hate mediocrity and you don't like to be like the rest, like the general public, and you like to stand out, bro, what is the alternative? Like, other than achieving all these things that you said you wanted to achieve, and it's something like you dream about, and it's so like, it's something that it just is so fulfilling to you to be able to achieve those things, but you won't because of fear. You live like a shell of a man, really. Like, maybe I'm not even in a position to say these things because I myself haven't made decisions because of fear. But in the past few like months, a lot of the decisions that I made, I acknowledge my fear and I still do it anyway. Like me investing in like $4,000, $5,000 courses and mentorships, bro. I literally do it like on a single call. Like, I hop on a sales call and I'm like, yeah, looks good. Let's do it. $4,000 on the spot. So like I still feel fear, you know, like we all as humans, like even the most masculine guy that you know, we still feel fear. And the difference is that we acknowledge the fear, we know that we're feeling this way, and we still do the fucking thing that we know is beneficial to us. And the last thing you want is to like let fear control you. Like this feeling of fear shouldn't be able to like influence your decision making much as a man, because how can you be a man if you're just afraid of like things in life? Feeling of fear is going to be there like every single fucking time you want to make a scary decision, or like something that maybe you're afraid of heights or something like that. But this is more towards like just making decisions and being fearful of the consequences of it. Yeah. So right now, if you have a decision that you're weighing, like you don't know whether you want to drop out, or you don't know whether you want to speak to that girl on a micro level, or there's this mentorship you want to invest in, but it's like too expensive. You have the money for it, but it's just that you don't know if this will work out. If you don't know that, you know, if you're a fucking highly ambitious man, bro, things are gonna work out for you, bro. You're gonna find a way to make things work. That's the thing about being a man, bro. Like, you literally have the capability to just make things work if you actually put in the work for it, right? Obviously, if you're gonna like fucking sit back and like just let life happen to you, then yeah, it's not gonna happen. But if you know you're the type of person that is willing to get out there and to do things that you want to achieve, then bro, you are the perfect person to actually like fucking penetrate through your fears and do whatever the fuck you want. So if you resonate with this video so far, if you feel like I'm speaking to you directly and you're just being a little fucking bitch and a little coward, then you know what to do, bro. And if you don't, then you can keep living the mediocre life that you've been living. Maybe you've made some progress within like a few, and you're super complacent right now, and you're super contemplate. I don't know. I don't even know what's the word. Super like satisfied with your progress. But if you know that you can achieve more, bro, you have no other choice. You have no other choice than to be fucking fearless. But still, like I said, acknowledge the fear, acknowledge that you have the fear, and still do it anyway, bro. Like, be courageous. Courage is the skill of having like feeling fear, but still doing the thing anyway. So be courageous, because that is the type of man that you want to be down the line. If you're a highly ambitious man, being courageous is one of the skills that you need in order to be a high achiever. So, yep, hope this video helps. Peace.